No.
It's a floater.
I'm not gonna give you a straight answer, man. I feel like there's too much to this. There's more to reps than just AliExpress Yeezys nowadays. So what I'm gonna do in this video is just lay it all out on the table for you to look at, and then you can make a decision for yourself. How's that sound? I feel like that's pretty solid. So the term rep, right? It's so multi-dimensional now. Like, you got a lot going on. You can't really pin it down to one thing anymore. Think of rep in fashion equivalent to like the term bread for food. Like, when you think of bread, right? Probably first thing that comes to mind, you probably think of something like this or something. It's probably by default. But what about like pizza? Pizza's still bread. You know what I mean? It's probably not your first thought, but it's a correct thought. Or what about this type of bread? This is probably my favorite type of bread. But is it even bread? You know, people call it bread. Now the word bread. Weird. Bread. It's the same deal with reps, man. So the question, is it okay to wear reps? You're asking a million different questions now, and we're gonna answer all of them. Well, I'm not gonna answer all of them. I'm gonna let you answer all of them with this video. First thing we gotta think about, what rep are we talking about? Obviously, the first thing that pops into your head, UAs, unauthorized, authentic, stuff like the Yeezys. I'm not gonna talk about this again. You know what this is. This is like the bread loaf of reps. First thing that pops in your head. And honestly, there's also something here. We'll get into that later. I have an example. But even in this space, I feel like there are multiple tiers to how close something can be replicated. I'll give some examples, and then maybe you can see what you're comfortable in. Personally, I'll get on here and say that I've definitely bought reps knowing that they were reps. And I actually just did, like a week ago. These are the Vandy burger shoes. Now, this is like the first tier in what you can even consider a rep, because there's obviously inspiration. It takes the silhouette of a Nike Dunk, but very loosely. The concept and execution is so far from the original source that it's almost indistinguishable to like the normal person. Like, if you're walking down the street, you're probably not thinking of Dunks. It's also just one of the most beautiful bootlegs I've ever seen. Now, moving closer to the source, we're moving down a tier, the second tier. These, the Wupreme Wunks. I don't even need to say anything. It's right in your face. Wunks. It's obviously a parody of the Nike Dunk, but they're ridiculous. Look at this. The swoosh monster logo. Crazy. Probably also one of my favorite things I've ever bought in a while. But it can get deeper. The third tier, moving on even more down, something that'll make you look twice. The Der Shoots Once. Homage to the Chicago, it's very apparent, but with the brand's own creative design. But they're technically still bootlegs of a Nike silhouette down to the color. It's very obvious, but again, love wearing them, and not a single doubt in my mind that they're just a sick piece of clothing. Now, another one around this tier, the Mischief tape shoes. Just another crazy concept for a sneaker. It's very clearly a play on the Air Force One down to the box. It's almost a custom at this point, but and also I could talk about these shoes all day, and I can confidently wear them and style them as if they are original, because they kind of are at this point. And now, most people wouldn't consider these things reps, but they do fall under the term due to the nature of the concept. And I know I might be beating around the bush of what may or may not be a rep, and you can be comfortable wearing all of these. I personally am, but this is where the drama begins. Now, these. Well, you've all been waiting for, I know. My one-to-one fake turtle doves. And if you want to find out where I got them, just stay to the end, all right? I just finished the video. I want to edge you for a little bit. I can't just like... You know, everyone's always nervous of like, oh, what if people find out I'm wearing fakes? Dude, like, that is not a problem. That's not a problem you should even be thinking about. Like, first of all, no one's paying attention to you. Bam, problem solved. And even if people happen to be paying attention to you in your dream or something, it's probably only like 1% of people that can even spot fakes nowadays. It's crazy that that's like the main issue. But then people don't even think twice about stuff that would actually get people to judge you. Like your attitude, like your manners, or your smell. Oh my God. Like when you got BO, we had no choice but to judge you or notice you. And by we, I mean 100% of people, not that 1 percentile of rep sneakers, fam. Look at this ratio. They're not even like in the same weight class of social issues. Like, you gotta reassess what you're actually paying attention to. And for that, I wanna thank the sponsor of this video, Native. spam right there for keeping me smelling good. Man, I bet some of my deodorant smells better than a lot of your cologne. And I'll put money on that. Native makes plastic-free deodorant, but it still uses the same formula as the regular deodorant, but just with more sustainable packaging. It's aluminum and paraben-free, but on top of that, it's vegan and cruelty-free. Puts a big smile on the world, but more importantly, puts a big smile on my vegan girl's face right here, yeah. Or maybe that's just me, you know?
He didn't.
But like I said, BO scent, it's undeniable, man. So I'm strapped up for spring right now. It's getting hot. First one, we got Lavender Rose. If you're trying to smell like a Windows wallpaper, bro, this one's super clean. Like, there's no way you would go to jail in this. And here, coconut vanilla. God, this one smells like a dessert. Like, I just want to bite it. But I won't. Citrus and herbal musk right here. No Elon. Probably the most refreshing of the bunch. Like, this is probably what I would think that Eve's armpits would smell like if God had native in the garden, you feel me? And lastly, my daily, the Baked by Melissa collab, ginger lemonade cupcake. Now, Baked by Melissa, if you don't know, makes vegan desserts actually. So you know this is gonna be good. And I could probably bite. I won't. It's also really easy to put on. Even with the plastic-free ones, you just push it through the bottom, bam. It's like a push pop, you know? Man, they really making it hard to not bite. But when you apply it, dries super fast, so you gotta worry about sticky, wet armpit on your shirt. 3 of these would be $39. But if you use code FRUGAL at checkout, you'll get them for $26. That's like less than a t-shirt goes for nowadays, man. So stop going cheap on your hygiene. You have no excuses. So code FRUGAL at checkout, $26 for 3 unique smells, 33% off. Stop sleeping. It's getting hot outside. Oh, man. This right here, my fake pair of turtle doves. Used to wear them a lot when I want to show off that I had the OG pair of Yeezys, man. Whatever, felt cool. It's just always kind of an awkward conversation to have when someone asks, are they real? Because I'm obviously not going to lie. I mean, you could lie. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, oh, by the way, these are fake. Why would I do that to myself? It's kind of something you have to keep up, unless you're just gonna lie, in which case, dude, you have your answer already. You go ahead, go lie, go ahead. Oh no, I was over it, dude. I stopped caring after a while. I just did not care. I didn't want to have that conversation. Also, I was so deep into rap culture, dude. I was able to spot fakes anywhere. I was crawling on the legit check forums, man. So on rep sneakers, sorting by new. Sorting by new, dude. But at the same time, it's like, of all the times I've spotted a fake in the wild, and it has been a lot. There are a lot of people that wear fakes. They live among us. But of all the times I've spotted someone, never called anyone out. And I'm really extroverted. I know a lot of you assholes, introverts, you're never gonna go up and talk to them. If you're gonna go, man, if you're gonna go up and call someone out for wearing fake Yeezys, and you're too scared to talk to a girl, you got, dude, get your social priorities straight. Sure, it's fun, you know, you look at fake Yeezys, and you might have like the interaction with your homies later where you're on Discord like, hey yo guys, I spotted someone wearing a pair of like fake Yeezys at the mall today. It was crazy. He's ridiculous. He's wearing David's third batch. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, congratulations, brother, you made it. You really, like, this is what dreams are made of. I worked hard for this view right here, plus ratio. But what I think is a bigger conversation we should be having about reps is there's this huge wave of established brands creating their own, like, inspired, in quotes, versions of, like, pieces that are making their own waves in the style meta. And yeah, obviously, this is just fast fashion. It's been around. But I feel like nowadays with like Fashion Nova and Shein being a major part of what a lot of people are wearing, I think reps in established brands is a conversation we should all be having. And I got an example here. The Prada Chonky Loafer. This silhouette from Prada has been creating a real wave recently for both men and women. It's visually interesting, it's very versatile, but the insanely high demand and criminal price tag has led to these right here. Now, these are not mine. Let's get the record straight. These are not mine, dude. I'm not. These are my girls. Personally, I would never. I'm kidding. Now, she got these at a boutique, you know, she thought they were cool, thought they were a very interesting silhouette, which they are. And unlike me, she has a real job. So, but she doesn't have time to be sitting around looking at trends and what's popping and what's new season and stuff. And as a result, got these without knowing that they were a fast fashion knockoff of the Prada Chonky Loafers. Nonetheless, got compliments on the street, Instagram, whatever, like, these are really cool shoes, where do I buy them? It's fun, you know? This is why we wear clothes. Wow, this is why we wear clothes. It's The point I'm trying to make here is she got a good couple months wearing these without knowing that they were the Prada clones. Now this begs another question of this conversation. What if you knew beforehand? What if you had this knowledge before buying it? That's the big question right here. Is willingly buying reps okay? Cool, now there's always the big argument here. People like to take the moral high ground and go, oh, it's stealing art. Which I'm against. Of course, why would I want someone to steal my art? But there's a huge difference between stealing an independent artist's concept and then making a huge profit for yourself and like cloning a cheap alternative to a big fashion company. Dude, it's not even the same conversation. And we're not gonna sit here and pretend like these said companies have not already done this. Like I'm sure a big, fat, tall, handsome man like Nike does not get hurt when someone creates something inspired by their Freddy Krueger dunk. Freddy Krueger in quotes. Bam. These guys ain't saints either. All I'm saying is you're gonna play the game. Like you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. But this happens. All fashion is inspired. This is just how it is. It's how much is being exploited. That's the thing you have to think about. It's like, how much can you actually exploit this big fashion brand versus how much can this big fashion brand exploit your work? Or someone else's work. Probably not your work. Your work's probably trash. But someone else with talent. It's not the same thing. And now, I'm not here to sell you on the idea of reps. It might have felt that way because we're having a very open conversation. I'm actually here to sell you on the idea of native deodorant. So, if you have a takeaway from this, it's buy native deodorant, get the Bake by Melissa collab. Dude, amazing. I've been using it twice a day. But with all these inspired customs to bootlegs to even like one-to-one sock stuff, with all this information, go ahead and ask yourself, am I okay with wearing reps? And if so, where do I draw the line? Wow, you made it to the end. That's crazy. And you still haven't bought a native deodorant. Go ahead. But also, if you're wondering about these, I know this is why you're here. You did come to the end. Okay, I'll let you in. They're not fake. Those are real. I had you in the first half, though. I know this is probably disappointing. It's kind of like what wearing reps is like. I thought it would be a funny bit to have in the video, and it'd probably piss a lot of people off, but hey. But yeah, here are the angles. Go ahead and legit check them. If you want, you know, like OG rep sneakers people know these are real. Did it even matter if they were real or not? Did you think of me any different? I don't think so. I honestly don't even think you would have cared if they were fake. But thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that helped you on making the decision for yourself. And if you want to go ahead and buy reps, again, I'm not here to answer the question. I gave you the context so that you can answer the question. Or maybe this video made you realize that your style just sucks and you're just trying to find an easy way out. Bet that hit a couple of you in the back of the head. Go follow me at Vans at the Met Gala on everything. Changed my Instagram at. It's my TikTok. It's my Twitch. I'm trying to just make this just all across the board. Twitter is JK_Wiling though, because I don't care about Twitter. Twitter's my recess from social media. I can still have fun on there. But yeah, guys, is it okay to buy reps? I don't know. It is okay to buy native deodorant. Thank you for watching.